Okay guys, I hope that this comes out halfway decent on this camera. This is a full 1080p recording. Now, at this angle, it simply looks like a beam. But let's actually go into the sky. This is probably one of the coolest, you can't hardly see it in the camera over here, but you can definitely still see it in the air. This is one of the coolest laser effects I've ever seen. Now watch what happens when you disturb the air. I don't know if that's probably not showing quite as good as I hoped it would. Let me get a little bit closer to where the smoke is. This is just one of the effects that this laser does. I'm going to take a series of videos showing the different effects. Really, this video is not doing this justice. This is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life as far as lighting goes. This was well worth the wait. I'm extremely, extremely pleased. I'm going to try to, here's an above shot, and this is actually at a narrow beam right now, believe it or not. A wide beam will definitely cover the entire roof of a room. So as you look above your head, you have a holographic blue sky with all the smoke swirling in it. Let's see if we can show the detail. This is pretty cool. Alright, let me try to change some of the different settings. I just want to show you guys the insane intensity of this laser. This is with all the lights on in my garage. You can see this laser in broad light, in broad daylight. This is with normal lighting. And this is the cyan beam. And this is still the liquid sky effect. Alright, let me go ahead and change some of these effects now. I just set this to do a random mode. And apparently I can actually make it draw stuff on the wall. I don't know what it's drawing right now, I think it's drawing stars, but let's actually take a look. It looks like we've got a green and a blue beam right now. Oh, there's the cyan. Oh wow, this is absolutely insane. There are two beams of each color coming out right now. 2 dark blue, 2 cyan, and 2 green. This is definitely the coolest laser I've ever seen in my life. I just can't get over how thick these beams are. These beams are like the size of my thumb. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're absolutely huge. Let me shoot a little bit more fog in here. Yeah, you can definitely see the fog textures in the light beams. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Wow, this is pretty nutty. It makes me almost want to go buy a second one. I know watching this on YouTube is not going to have nearly the same effect as it is right here when you're standing engulfed in it. So you guys will probably already have stopped watching by this point, but I'm telling you, this is absolutely one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Oh, there comes the scan mode. Supposedly it'll do a time tunnel too, which I'm not sure how that works, but I'm going to go see if I can figure it out, and maybe I can catch a video of the time tunnel. Alright guys, what we have here is we have the FSOW Min spots, and these are brand new FSOW LED moving head spots, all DMX controlled. I was blessed enough, I almost said lucky, but blessed enough to get these brand new models that are 30% brighter than the ones that they were just selling not even a month ago for the same price. So these are 2 of them, and hopefully we'll be able to get 4, maybe 6 more if finances become available. But these are supposed to be pretty cool. So these are also DMX controlled, and they'll work very well with our awesome Scorpion laser. And I'm gonna go ahead and hook them up right now. I figure I got the garage full of smoke. Let's hook it up and see what they look like. Alright guys, I decided to hook up just one of these little spots right now, and it is awesome. My iPhone apparently is not making loud enough music, so if I start making noise, you can see sound activation works pretty well. Although we are definitely going to have these guys DMX controlled, so they'll all be dancing in unison. Unfortunately, I kind of have it low to the ground right now, so you don't really get the effect. It's hard to tell but from the camera, but this beam from this mini spot is almost as intense as a laser, but not quite. It looks very, very cool. Oh, I think we need a little bit more fog in here. Alright guys, I just hooked up the Cirrus Web laser. This is a very unique laser. It's actually shooting a red and green beam through a prism, and then it's backlit with a blue LED glow. So this is actually a very cool little laser. Only about half the price as the Scorpion, but it still gives off a really cool effect. So let's see what it looks like, all working in unison together. If I can get that moving head spot to move. Of course, there's not enough music in here for it to move fast. I don't know how well you can see the beams from the Cirrus, but it's definitely bright, and it gives it's not a star field effect, but it gives kind of like a holographic effect. It makes you feel like the lasers are really close to your head, whereas the Scorpion makes you feel like you're standing inside of a laser field. I wasn't really sure how well these guys were going to play together, but they look pretty cool. And throw in somewhere between 4 and 6 of these moving head spots, which it's just not behaving, it's just doing whatever it wants to do right now. I make loud enough noise, it starts to go. Hey guys, I figured out at the last minute that if I turn the brightness down on my camera, on the exposure, you can actually see the beams really cool. Oh wow. Alright guys, I've decided to add a little bit onto this video. Standing 15 away from the laser, does not do it any justice. This is what it's supposed to look like. I don't know if you're getting the full effect of this or not. There we go. That's floating in the air outside of my garage. Looks pretty cool. There's some liquid skies.